Our second honoree is someone I have had the chance to not only work with and watch grow as an incredible professional, but I've also gotten to know on a personal level and watch grow into one of the kindest, most caring, warm-hearted, giving person I've ever met. To this day, I still get inspiring text messages and videos, and I'm just so honored to call her a friend. To introduce Monica Dean is another former colleague and someone else I'm very lucky to have as a friend, Catherine Garcia. Catherine is one of San Diego's most trusted and respected voices, an Emmy Award-winning journalist and proud member of the Silver Circle, recognized for her excellence and impact in broadcasting. For more than 2 decades now, I can't believe it's been that long, she has worked alongside Monica, and for the past 12 years, the two have shared the NBC7 anchor desk each afternoon, guiding viewers through the day's biggest stories with professionalism, poise, and heart. Please welcome NBC7 News anchor and one of Monica's dearest friends, Catherine Garcia.
Look at all these awesome faces. It's really such an honor to be here with all of you today. A lot of you were in this room when Monica introduced me into the Silver Circle, so now full circle, I get to return the favor. If you know Monica, you know that she is incredibly kind and thoughtful. She is smart and funny, and she's humble. And she's so humble that I thought I would probably need to share a few things up here that she wouldn't say about herself. My job is basically to brag about you right now before you get up here. So in true NBC7 fashion, I'm going to present to you the top 7 awesome aspects of Monica Dean. Now, be glad we dropped the 39, or else the speech would be as long as a Paul Kruger speech. I love you, Paul. Okay, so first there is Monica the storyteller. Monica has spent more than 2 decades telling stories that really matter. Stories that shine light and that give people hope. She has earned some of the most prestigious awards in journalism, including 12 Emmy Awards and a National Edward R. Murrow Award for her documentary, yes, that's right, Rory, woo! For her documentary on human trafficking called Stolen. But awards really only tell part of the story, a very small part of the story. And it is definitely not why she does this. What really defines Monica is how she treats the people in her stories. She is compassionate, she is fair, and she's invested. I know that she believes deeply in the power of journalism, but her superpower is that she brings her heart to every single story she tells, both out in the field and on the anchor desk. Number 2 is Monica the anchor. And yes, that's her job title, of course, but I mean it in a deeper sense. Monica is an anchor who steadies her family, both her family and her work family. She's an amazing wife, yes, Kevin, and mom, kiddos, yes, and a daughter and wife. She shows up with the very best celebrations for the good times and also with love and support during the tough ones. She's always offering to host a party. She hosted my baby shower just a few years ago, just a few. She opened her house for hundreds and hundreds of colleagues for what has got to be the biggest NBC7 retirement party on record, I am assuming, right? And she made it look easy. And the rest of us were just trying to find the bar, I think, really. She also is the first to start a collection for food deliveries or for a thoughtful gift when a coworker is going through a tough time, or to offer her prayers. Which brings me to number 3. Monica is a powerful example of really incredibly strong faith. Her faith isn't loud or performative. It's just this steady, strong thing. It's her North Star. You can see it in how she treats people, and how she leads, and how she carries herself with humility and purpose. I also believe it is what gives her such incredible strength, because number 4, Monica is a fighter. This past year, Monica faced an incredibly scary diagnosis of cancer. But she fought that nasty C word with the same grace and courage that she brings to everything. And because she's Monica, she managed to look good doing it. Have you seen the pictures of her in the hospital bed? I mean, frankly, it is not fair how good she looked. But what I am really in awe of is how she's used her platform to raise awareness about early cancer detection, and I have no doubt to literally save lives. Because even when it's about Monica, she doesn't make it about Monica. Because number 5, Monica is a giver. Monica is always thinking about others. She volunteers for Red Cross, Make-A-Wish, Alabaster Jar, Father Joe's, Unite North County, December Nights, Crisis House, Making Strides, Generate Hope, and I'm just naming a few. She's always willing to speak to a church group or a group of students, and in fact, she founded an academy for young journalists at NBC7. I really don't know how she finds the time in the day to do it. Now, Monica's a giver in another sense of the word. She always gives us a good reason to laugh. Because number 6, Monica is an entertainer. Not just on TV news, we know that. Monica, see, she has this really uncanny ability to recall lines from a movie that was like 30 years old, and you forgot that the lines even existed, but she can do it. And she also has a song for every situation. Every situation you have a song for, from show tunes to pop to rap. Yes, this lovely voiced lady can bust out some gangster rap lyrics like nobody you have ever heard. But somehow she gets away with it like she's leading Sunday worship. I don't know how. Anyway, that brings us to number 7. And I can't wait for you to hear from Monica the legend. With more than 2 decades as a journalist in this community, Monica's impact goes way farther than the stories that she's told on the air. It's in the people that she's mentored, it's in the families that she's helped, and the colleagues like me who have shared a news desk, a huge laugh, an ugly cry, or a special moment like this. So, as we welcome Monica into the Silver Circle, it's not just to honor her career, it's to honor her character. It is my absolute joy and honor to introduce you to my colleague, my co-anchor, and my dear, dear friend, Monica Dean.
I'm going to have to compose myself after that. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you. Wow, what a tremendous honor to have met the qualifications, been thoughtfully nominated, and then carefully selected to enter this prestigious group of journalists who I so respect and admire. It is so humbling to be here with you. Thank you. We all arrive here in the Silver Circle from various backgrounds with long lists of different achievements and diverse life experiences. We all share at least 25 years of experience in journalism. We enter the Silver Circle because of our legacy. Legacy means the long-lasting impact of a person's life. And as journalists, I think each of us desires to make an impact, right? To make a difference in the world somehow, through storytelling, to leave a legacy. And legacy is something I've thought a lot about this past year because you see, a year ago this month, I received a surprise colorectal cancer diagnosis. And for a short time, I sincerely wondered if my legacy would be cut short. And in the months and surgeries that followed, I had more time to reflect on what it means to build a legacy, to leave a legacy. What do I want my legacy to be? What will define my time here on earth? For me, with crisis came clarity. Because you see, when you feel like time might be running short, it's as if someone turns down the volume on all the noise in your life. Noise that so often distracts us and divides our attention, while simultaneously turning up the volume on things that matter most. And there are so many things that matter, so many things that I value, so many people in this very room, my husband, my children, my friends, my coworkers, my news family. But at the very top of that list is my faith in Jesus. It defines me. It informs who I am and what I do. And it's what I wanted to share about today because I believe I wouldn't be standing here without it. Let me explain. For me, the greatest commandments are to love God with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. And loving my neighbor doesn't mean loving those who think, look, believe, and act as I do. Frankly, those are the easy ones to love. Loving your neighbor or even your enemy takes you out of your comfort zone to listen to and have compassion for others whose life experiences are radically different from your own. And I'm reminded of that daily when I report the news. But doing that, loving well, loving the way I believe I'm called to love is not something I can do in my own strength. I constantly fall short. In fact, if I allowed my feelings to guide my actions, I wouldn't be here. I'd be a mess. It's why I've had to rely on something greater than myself. My faith informs me that love isn't a feeling. It's a choice. It's a covenant of advocacy, not a profession of emotion, and not based on whether I deem someone worthy of it. So why should I love my neighbors? It's not because it earns me anything, not status, not wealth, not even a ticket to heaven. It's because God loved us first, all of us, equally, not the cleaned up, perfect versions of ourselves, the just as we are versions. So my love is in obedience to and response to what He has done for me and how He has changed me from the inside. And as He shows me how to better love others, He's graciously entrusted me with this magnificent platform. The opportunity to share stories that inform, inspire, and engage my peers and my community. It's a responsibility and a privilege. In my career, He's allowed me to cry with grieving mothers who just lost children to violent crime, illness, or suicide. He's given me the seat in the room with sex trafficking survivors who are healing from overwhelming trauma. He's put me on the front lines with police and firefighters battling overwhelming disaster. And He's strengthened me to stand in the ashes with families whose homes just burned to the ground. Whatever the story, He calls me to set judgment aside and listen with my heart to people and respect them and their stories and report the truth of what I learn and discover. And oftentimes, as I'm sure you can relate, this news is painful because we live in a broken and a hurting world. But it is my faith that gives me great hope that there is good news in this bad news world, because God, He doesn't want us to do life alone. That's the biggest headline of all time, that the God of the universe came down as a human, a humble baby, to offer us a free gift, a personal relationship with Him now and to eternity. He is my living hope. And never have I felt the power of that personal promise more profoundly than when He walked me through this past year's battle with cancer. He was so close and in every detail. And I believe He faithfully shows Himself every day if we just know how to ask and where to look. And for me, it looks like hope in the eyes of a survivor. It looks like beauty from ashes. It looks like lives restored and rebuilt, the love of others, a hug or a smile. It's a husband, Kevin, who loves me unconditionally, in sickness and in health, and is incredibly disciplined and devoted to our family. I love you. It's children, Ashley, Caden, and Kelsey, who have taught me depths of love like I've never known and inspire me daily to be a better version of myself. My parents, my family, who are my constant cheerleaders and frankly our #1 viewing audience. It's a boss, Greg Dawson, who took time to meet with me 21 years ago so I could hand deliver my VHS resume tape. It had to be God that He took a chance on this reporter from Bakersfield and helped me grow into the journalist I am today. And Phyllis Schwartz, who signed off on the deal all those years ago. Thank you. An NBC7 management team under the leadership of Missy Crawford that has shown me favor and grace under all kinds of circumstances, especially this past year, navigating health challenges and then sharing them all with the world. Thank you. I see God in my co-anchor, Catherine, who sits beside me daily in our unique front row seat to what's happening in the world. She finishes my sentences regularly. Catherine will tell you I always say life is better with a witness. Thank you, God, for sending me Catherine, who has celebrated life's milestones with me, navigated life's challenges with me, and validated me in more ways than you will ever understand. Mark, your humor is the levity of my afternoons. God only knows how your humor has rescued me at times when, even unbeknownst to you, I was on the verge of tears. Like the last newscast I anchored before cancer surgery. Thank you for encouraging me, for seeing my heart, and for distracting me in the best ways. Steve, from the newsroom to the neighborhood, to the soccer field and church, our families have grown up together. What a blessing it's been to have a coworker who prays with me in my time of need, a friend who shows up with a mile-high stack of cards from the newsroom on the eve of surgery, and then assists me in turning my pain into purpose by helping me share my personal difficult story with NBC and Telemundo and the world. Rory and Artie, you have led by example. You have inspired me professionally and personally, helping me balance the endless challenges and juggle of parenthood along with this crazy job that requires so much energy and responsibility. Rory hosted my baby shower 20 years ago and asked Artie about the time his downtown office turned into the breast milk pumping closet. You two are like my older brother and sister, Rory teaching me that life's too short not to celebrate, and Artie coaching me along as I run this race with endurance and perseverance. Producers, Claudine, Paul, photographers, Jay, Mark, Donna, Ops, Mary Ellen, Lusky, Tiki, the rest of the team, Greg, you are the unsung heroes of my story. You make me look good. You prop me up physically and mentally. Your dedication to your craft is exceptional. Mari's picture still hangs on our makeup room wall. It reminds me of all the laughter and tears we shared together and everything in between. Friends, there are no coincidences. God has been so present in the details of my life story, too many blessings to count. And sometimes it all looks like the chaotic threads on the backside of a tapestry. But what a gift that every so often we get a glimpse of the picture he's creating on the other side. Trust that he is weaving together a beautiful masterpiece, even when all we can see is the mess, the diagnosis, the setback. Trust that he is good, he is. Trust that he will bring beauty from ashes, he does. My life is proof. Expect miracles. Right, Marianne? Thank you. So if you ask me what I hope my legacy will be as I humbly enter this silver circle, let it be a legacy of faith and love. That I used my life to love my neighbors well because of the one who loved me first. It is my hope and constant prayer that as I continue to walk out this living legacy, that God will use me to help you get a glimpse of him too. Thank you.